What's up? This is BoxingWave. Today I'm going to speak on Andre SOG Ward against Edwin Rodriguez. This is going to be Andre Ward's first fight in the last 14 months due to an injury. So today I'm going to just try to break down and give you some insight on who I think is going to win this fight and why. Andre Ward is the supreme king of the super middleweight division. He's beaten everyone that's in the top 10 in super middleweight. Most of them in Super 6 tournament that happened a few years ago. So ever since then, he's still been undefeated. Even Chad Dawson came down from light heavyweight to fight Andre Ward, and Andre Ward knocked him out. So a little bit on Andre Ward. He is one of the fighters that is pretty much good at everything. He doesn't really have any weaknesses. We haven't seen any weaknesses so far from him. He's still very young. Very aggressive fighter, very pressure fighter. He doesn't have the biggest knockout power or anything like that, but he does have a lot of speed. He's very aggressive. He will frustrate you. He's good at fighting in the clinch, and he's good at just frustrating. Mostly the way he fights, he's not the most exciting fighter. A lot of people think he's boring, and this is why he hasn't gotten into any bigger fights since beating everyone in the division. A lot of people consider him boring because of the way that he fights. Okay, he's a very technical boxer. He times his punches well, and he's very careful. He's a good defender, and a really careful fighter. But at the same time, he will pressure you. It's just that his style is not liked by a lot of boxing fans, especially guys that like brawlers and people that just want to exchange in this sport. So Andre Ward has beaten Carl Froch, Arthur Abraham, Mikkel Kessler, Edison Miranda, Sakio Bika, and like I said, he just knocked out Chad Dawson 14 months ago. So he's definitely at the top of, even if you don't consider him to be one of the best, he's definitely one of the best in the sport. Now, Edwin Rodriguez, very impressive fighter. He's undefeated at the time. Their records are actually kind of identical, but the difference between them is that Edwin Rodriguez haven't really fought top 10 material in super middleweight division. So Edwin Rodriguez, the way he fights, he's a lot bigger than Andre Ward. Okay, from what I'm hearing, he walks around at least in the upper 100, maybe close to 200 pounds when he's not fighting. So he's really a big dude for super middleweight. In fact, on fight night, he's probably going to outweigh. I wouldn't be surprised if he outweighed Andre Ward for maybe about good 15-20 pounds for come fight night. Okay, so Edwin Rodriguez has a lot of power. He throws his punches very widely. He has his hooks and his looping punches are very wide. But it's a lot of power behind him. So he is a dangerous fighter for anyone that he fights. And even though I think Andre Ward is a lot more better as far as boxing skill and boxing intelligence, anyone can lose to anyone with a lot of power. You can always lose to someone with power. And even if your skill set is so much higher, someone with a lot of power and decent amount of boxing ability can knock you out. So the way that I see this fight going, I see Andre Ward slipping in between this guy's punches. I think Andre Ward is going to try to stay on the inside because being that Edwin Rodriguez is the bigger, he has a longer reach. The way that he throws his punches, being that they're so wide and powerful, I see Andre Ward slipping in between them and trying to get on the inside and using his hooks and uppercuts on the inside to be able to land his punches against Edwin Rodriguez. And I see him frustrating him, tangling up a lot with him like he did against Sakio Bika and how he did against Chad Dawson. He's going to get inside and try to slip a quick hook and try to knock Edwin Rodriguez down. The thing about Edwin Rodriguez, I really don't know how good he can take a punch because he hasn't fought top competition left. But in his defense, everyone that he's beaten recently was even undefeated. They were either undefeated or they had 1 or maybe 2 losses. If you look at his last fight, it was against Denis Grachev. Denis Grachev has only lost 1 fight, and that was against Lucien Boutet. Now, I didn't see that fight, but from what I seen on the scorecards or whatever, it looked like it was a competitive fight. So you can't really sleep on Edwin Rodriguez based on who he's fought, because everyone he's beaten recently were undefeated guys. All of the guys were only 1 or 2 losses or undefeated. So I expect Andre Ward to slip in there and stay on the inside and try to dominate him from the inside for most of the fight, frustrating him, tangling up with him, fighting well off the clinch, and just using his smaller size and his speed and his superior defense and boxing IQ to beat him on the inside. So the way I see this going, I definitely see Andre Ward winning, probably by a unanimous decision. I don't know if he's gonna knock this guy out. I think Edwin Rodriguez is a pretty good boxer, so I see it going a unanimous decision. I don't really see it being a close fight. I think maybe the early rounds it might be kind of close. If Edwin Rodriguez is going to win this fight, it's definitely going to be by knockout or TKO. There's no way he's going to win and beat Andre Ward by decision, all right? So leave comments. Let me know who you think is going to win. And let me know after this fight, depending on who wins this fight, just want to say I like to see Edwin Rodriguez maybe fight Sakio Bika, being that they both have power. I think that'd be a good fight with boxers, with power can exchange. I would like to see that fight. And as far as Andre Ward, depending on whether or not how this fight goes, but if he does win this fight, I would like to see move up to light heavyweight and fight someone. There's a lot of competition there. I feel like he's already cleared out the super middleweight division. So leave comments, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to USA MVP, and follow me on Twitter at wavy_10. Thanks.